let's talk AVP. Hello everyone, it's Legend Forever, and today I am going to be reviewing the 2004 action horror movie Alien vs. Predator. Uh, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's nothing special because it's good as like fun alien predator schlocky fun fan fiction, but like as its own movie, it's not the greatest. So, but we're gonna start talking about some good. Some good. I do think that there, like I said, there's some fun with the idea of getting to see the predators and aliens fight, which doesn't even like start until like 50 minutes into the film, which is kind of boring about it, but anyway, as soon as you get there, it starts getting really good. That's where I like got hooked into it. Like when they start fighting, it's awesome. But then around like they only fight for like to like 10, 20, 30 minutes. Then it's just them going back to hunting the humans individually, and then it kind of just goes back to its boring pace. And then we get a fight between the predator uh and the I think it's the queen. And I do think that it's really cool how just the predator keeps on destroying all these xenomorphs. Like he's killing them in so many ways, and they really pushed the PG-13 limit for it as far as it could go because you see that the predator does some very violent things to the xenomorphs. They do that could have almost got an R rating, but it was PG-13, but barely. But I do think, like I said, it's funny that like the Predator could take on so many xenomorphs, and like in Alien vs Predator Requiem, a subscriber pointed it out to me how it was more of a tie in the second movie, but in the first movie it was like the Predator was destroying all the xenomorphs. Like it was destroying them, like no matter what you would throw at the predator, if it was xenomorph related, it would absolutely chop it up. And in one case, that's literal. That's literal because if you watch the movie, you know what I mean by that. And like so, he takes on so many aliens and or xenomorphs and destroys them until we get to the queen fight, in which spoiler alert, the predator is killed in that. Which, I mean, I don't know if that was very fair because considering the predator is much tinier than the queen. The queen is much slimier, which means that it has more acid on it, which could easily have killed the predator. Along with the fact that the predator had still, even though it was destroying the xenomorphs, it was still getting attacked by them. So it took damage, and it was still in pain. And not to mention, the queen is enormous and very powerful. So it was not very fair for the predator. So the thing was huge. So it wasn't a very fair fight, but I still found that last act very entertaining. Like whenever aliens and predators are on screen together, that's when I like it. Even the second one, well, actually no, I'm not gonna include the second one for that because, well, when I put out my review for it, you'll see why. But now we're gonna move on to the bad. Right off the bat, it shouldn't be PG-13. One of my biggest pet peeves is that they have to all like they take a R-rated franchise in Predator. They take an R-rated franchise in Alien. They mash them together and what do you get? PG-13. That does not at all make sense. Not at all. And which means that we don't get any skinned alive humans. We don't get any like really good chest burster scenes. Like as much as I absolutely despised Alien vs Predator Requiem, I can still say I like that it was R rated because I could still get my entertainment with some chest bursters coming out of a human coming out of humans. Did I like it in some of the scenes? No, because it was in very poor taste in half of them. But we'll get into that when I talk about it later. But it was just I just really wish it could have gone R rated. It shouldn't have been PG-13, and we all know it. Another thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of is the characters. The characters are very one dimensional and are not always the best. So it's like basically just we hear about them in both AVP movies. It's just like backstory. We hear about them, we go along with them, we start getting attached to them, and then they die. Or maybe, just maybe they live. So that's just something I really do not like. If you're a character in this, if you're not the main character, then you usually die. And sometimes even the main character could die. Like, this franchise is completely unpredictable for the Alien vs. Predator movies. There are very unpredictable moments in both movies. Like, in the second movie in particular, there's a scene near the end of the movie that they did that dropped the bomb, quite literally. And I just was like, did they seriously just take it in that direction? And I was both surprised they did that and absolutely furious. So I do think it shouldn't have done that, and I do think it's a good movie overall. If you take the Alien Predator bits, it's good, but if you take it on its own terms, as just a movie overall, it's not the best. So I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10. So I'd still probably go negative on it just because of the fact that of how bad it is on some of the occasions, because there are some moments it can be pretty bad, but it can be okay at times. It can go to 5 stars sometimes. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am this close to 100 subscribers, and I would really love it to be at 100 subscribers. I never thought that would ever be possible. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one.